Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright and this is an energy healing recap video, and today's date is March 20th, 2018, and I am outside videotaping this, which really hasn't happened since last November. Not that our weather has always been so horrible, but I just feel like in order to be as centered as I can be to talk about this stuff for you and to teach as best as I can for you, I need to be comfortable. But today's so beautiful, I do feel comfortable out here. So anyway, woohoo, yay for outdoor videos. And my dogs, my little beagles, will be probably walking back and forth at some point because they are here with me. Anyway, so this is an energy healing recap video for today's healing that happened on Tuesday. A lot of times these days I'll make the videos the day after, but the day after today is my day off, so I would really like it to be a day off. So I'm going to smoosh it together and do it all on the same day today. So anyway, so the Tuesday healing today was the third in the set of 3 healings, and this has been a really great set. Obviously the angels plan the themes, and it's very timely. The theme of this whole set has been taking action, mindful action, and time management and productivity. And who couldn't use more of that? And this being the third in the set, it's sort of the finale, and I knew the angels told me it was going to have ideal next step as the theme. And some of you may know ideal next step because it's something that I taught about back in November, November 24th of 2017. That webinar recording, that energy healing recap video is that's the theme, ideal next step for that healing. And this is a little bit of that today. But anyway, so you don't have to go back and watch the November 24th video unless you want. It is nice. I did rewatch it today. But anyway, so I will go into what ideal next step is in a sec. I just want to overview just a little bit more. So this whole set has been for 75 participants in 8 different countries, including 9 countries, including 8 kids. So hi everybody. And this healing today was 27 minutes long. We needed to fit a lot into this healing. And thank you everyone for your surveys for the last 2 healings. I really appreciate it. It helps me to study, the effects of the healing on people, because I'm honestly a great reader. But what I'm not great at is reading people's conscious perception, just because that's never mattered to me, because I used to do years and years and years and years of in-person and then phone sessions with people, and people just tell me how they consciously think. So I don't that part is sort of, I never have to read it, what people consciously think. So I read, their subconscious and emotional levels and mental levels and blah, blah, blah. But so surveys are really nice that way, because it tells me what people consciously feel about the healings and how they're consciously doing. So anyway, thank you. Long story short. Okay. So what is ideal next step? Ideal next step is, it is related to productivity. It's what you would ideally do next, what your angels most want you to do next, and oftentimes whatever it is that you most need to do next, if you're not doing it, it's because you're stuck about it. So then you end up doing other projects or not doing anything. It could completely stall you, or it could just sort of detour you, and all of a sudden you do all these less important projects that you've also been putting off, and you do those instead. So it's very inefficient, because you really need to do this one thing, and that would be the best thing for you, make you feel the best, give you some momentum, help you clear a lot of energy, but you're stuck about it. So you're avoiding it and you're doing other things or nothing at all. So that's ideal next step is, because in personal growth, you can be so mindful and focused. You can really hone in on where you're stuck, because you may actually be fairly productive, but not on your ideal next step. Do you know what I mean? There may always be one big project that you're avoiding, and then you do great on all the other things while you're avoiding your big project, and then that big project becomes this terrible last minute mess, again and again and again. So with personal growth, you can be as specific as possible. And so that's what today's healing is about, to specifically help you move forward on your ideal next step. And you may not even know what your ideal next step is. You may have repressed it so much that you totally forgot, say, that you haven't done your taxes yet, or you have needed to reorganize your room for 2 years, or or you've needed to give away half your clothes for 5 years and you've just never done it. There may be actually a lot of conscious repression to that. Or there may not be. You may know very well what you're avoiding. But anyway, so that's what this healing today aimed to help people with. And the angels just told me that flat out. It's not like I saw that people were blocked on their ideal next step. I just knew that was supposed to be today's healing. And some of the other aspects, well, really all the other aspects of today's healing are because of what I did see with specific participants. Because I have a list of all the 75 people, their first and last names, which is all I need to kind of check people's energy and see how present they are and see how they're doing. So anyway, so there will be, as far as new videos for today, there'll be this intro video, which I don't think will be too long, but we'll see. And then there will be one other video that I'm making today. It will be ideal next step with deep thought and enthusiasm and courage healing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all that in the title though, but I'm going to use deep thought techniques to help you with your next step in that video, as well as enthusiasm flower healing technique and courage flower healing technique. And if you heard me talk, I think 1 or 2 recaps ago, I said that I reorganized some of my videos. So there's a whole playlist of the flower healing videos, and I recommend them. They're so easy, but really weirdly powerful, which I always love when that happens. So anyway, productivity typically has a lot to do with the 3rd chakra right here, just below your sternum bone, where that ends. That's your 3rd chakra. So, but then mindful productivity, like being able to make decisions about what's best to do next, and maybe you should save that for tomorrow and do this today, that kind of decision making, that's 7th chakra typically. So you need both of them. But then, on Sunday, in the Sunday healing, we did this totally new kind of clearing, which again, the angels just said, this is what you need to do, which we cleared the telepathic mesh, which is a rectangular gold little energy creation that everybody automatically has in their 5th layer, which relates to the 5th chakra, throat chakra. And so there's a whole video, telepathic mesh, and then the Sunday intro video talks even more about it. So you have great opportunities to learn what it is and how to heal it. But anyway, that also helps productivity, clearing that out, because healing it and repairing it and unblocking it, because then it helps your 5th layer work better in your throat chakra, which has to do with inner thoughts and the state of your mind. So you may have mental blocks about, say, your ideal next step, or whatever little project that you've been meaning to do. And so the Sunday healing aimed at helping you with that, so your mind functions better for productivity and just for general well-being. Today, so like I said, there'll be the intro video, and then there'll be that sort of specialty video, ideal next step, using deep thought healing and using enthusiasm flower healing and courage flower healing. And none of that's new, really. The ideal next step with deep thought, that was done in November, but people needed it again today, and it's the kind of thing you could do all the time, really. But anyway, so there's that. So then there are some existing videos that cover techniques that I used today. So some of them are already in the playlist for this triplet set, and some are not yet, and I will be adding them. So the video that's, because the first half of today's healing, the Tuesday healing, was pretty much identical to the Sunday healing. And that's unusual, but because usually I like to be very creative and do things in a new way each time. And plus I like to customize to where people are at, and they probably need something slightly different on a different day. But that wasn't true today. The angels were like, no, don't add complexity that's not needed. They need the exact same process repeated. So be it. So the first 8 minutes, we redid the gold energy aura buffer zones. So just a reminder, redo your gold energy aura buffer zones. And then we did what is an already existing walkthrough video that explains the process. It's basically, and that's in the triplet. I've put it in the sets playlist. The name of the video is called Earth Energy Soak, DGS, and Gold Bottle Brush Technique. So that's a lot of clearing, a lot of centering techniques together. That is a 26-minute video if you're interested in that. But anyway, so we did that on the Sunday healing, and we did it again today on the Tuesday healing. And again, the angels insisted. They're like, no, people just really need another crack at that. They need, because it is very centering and soothing with the earth energy, and then you get a lot out with the gold bottle brush to all the chakras of the astral body and then the physical body. So it was cool. But not new. Cool, but not new. And so that was about 8 minutes into the healing to finish all that. And then step 3 we did is unblocking and repairing the telepathic mesh again, because that was the Sunday healing, and they're great videos, if I do say so myself. The Sunday recap intro video, dated March 18th, 2018, is an intro to what telepathic mesh is, and then there's a walkthrough video of telepathic mesh, unblock and repair telepathic mesh, which is like probably 24 minutes long, something like that. So that's already in the playlist because that's what we did on Sunday, so we did it again today. And that is because people just needed more of it. It really helped people in an exciting way, and I think honestly, even if you got the healing, and so now you've gotten it 2 different days, the unblocking and healing and repairing of your telepathic mesh, I would encourage you, if you're interested, if you're not interested, if it's too much for you, that's cool too. Not everybody's the same. I'm working with people. Some of them have been working their energy for years and years and years. They're very, their level of dedication is very high. And then some other people, it's pretty impressive, honestly, that they even got the triplet healing at all. So we're all at different levels of engagement with this stuff. And just know that I don't judge that, that's fine. But anyway, so long story short, I think you could keep working that if you're open to it. That unblock and repair telepathic mesh video, I think you'd have some really fun results, potentially. Quick side story. A fun result that I had, actually wasn't fun in the moment, but later it's pretty amazing. My husband and I we've been planning to buy a house late this summer. Just like intuitively, the angels were like, yeah, that's what you're gonna do. So we're like, okay, I guess we're gonna do that. But I thought we were gonna buy a house that had a lot of land around it, with a forest, because ultimately that's what I want. And just, after the unblocked telepathic mesh healing, my husband's like, well, maybe we need to buy a starter house, because we can't afford, a house with, 2 acres of forest. And, like for sure we can't. And he's like, maybe we need to buy a starter house. And, he has said that before, but it never really clicked because I was so stuck in my expectations of what I ultimately wanted. But in unblocking the telepathic mesh and clearing so many energy blocks from in front and behind it, my mind worked better. And the denial and avoidance that I had of financial realities was all of a sudden not there. And I started crying for a little, but like not a lot, I was just like, for like a minute. But now I feel fine. I mean, I just meditated and I'm much better. But now I know, okay, yeah, we need a starter house instead, because that's what's affordable, duh, you know. I had this huge mental block about it, because when you have expectations, you get so stuck. But anyway, so that's what that's one of the things that working my telepathic mesh has done for me. It's automatically given me, well, not automatically, but you know, within a few days, it gave me a much more realistic plan that I didn't have, really didn't have before. So anyway, good stuff. So people needed more work on that. They needed more unblocking and repairing, because a lot of times when I was looking to see, okay, how did that healing help that person? How did using the video then help that person? It helped, but it just looks like there's so many energy blocks for people around the telepathic mesh that, you know, you could do it daily for like 2 weeks and it wouldn't be too much. I mean, you know, just relax about it. Do it now and then, you know, when you feel like it. It's not like it has to be your life work now. But anyway, okay, good. So that's why step 3 was more work unblocking and repairing the telepathic mesh, which, like I said, is already 2 great videos that are in the playlist for this triplet set. And then step 4 is what I saw people needed in the moment. They needed to unblock their shoulders, which actually is a video. So that was nice. So there's a video called, and I'll put it in the playlist for this set, Sticky Gold Wax Unblock Shoulders, something like that. So it has shoulders in the title, shoulders, and it has Sticky Gold Wax in the title. And it's really good, and it unblocks the shoulders right here, because shoulders, you know, all this creative energy branches. I mean, your upper chakras, they each generate the outer layers of your aura, but some of that energy from your 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th chakra also branches down your neck and out down your shoulders and your arms and out your hands, which gives you a lot of creative power if you have a lot really strong flow flowing through your shoulders and your arms and out your hands. It also helps alleviate back pain and shoulder pain, which is awesome. But it's for productivity too, you know. It's like you then have more creative sort of momentum. So that's what I saw people needed next, was to just unblock here. So again, that's a video. I will put it in the playlist for the set. Like I said, it's a video, you know, from I don't know when, months ago, but it's good. And so if you want to replicate all the effects of this healing, that would be one to do. And that was step 4. And I just kind of, with the Sticky Gold Wax, not only did I do the shoulders, I added the 5th and the 4th chakra, and even 4.5. I just put Sticky Gold Wax on, you know, this whole area. So shoulders, front and back, and then this 5, 4.5, and 4. You know, chakra 5 is in the throat, 4.5 is right there. I do have a video, chakra 4.5, and then 4 is right there. So chakra 5 is, as we know, like inner voice communication with yourself and others and angels. And then chakra 4.5 is helps the shoulders a lot, this creative flow, and it helps you hear angels better because it strengthens your throat chakra. And then chakra 4 is for enthusiasm and motivation, and you know, so like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, yeah. So anyway, and I was kind of like, you can kind of think of a tone, like a note. This may be a little too obscure for newbies, so just keep breathing. You know, it's okay. You don't have to understand everything I say. But I was kind of like, because the telepathic mesh, you know, that's right here, it, in the 5th layer right here, it, when it's cleared off, it kind of makes a note, you know, kind of like you're ringing a bell, you know, or like one of those singing bowls, you know, just like dong, 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 you know, and if it's like all blocked up, it's like, wah, 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 you know, rather than a nice bell that reverberates, dong, 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 you know, it's nice. And so you can tell if it's really blocked because it'll just be like, wah, 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 you know. So I kind of did that. I kind of played the tone of people's telepathic mesh and then the tone of their throat chakra. And like the throat chakra, like for people, it needed more unblocking because it was kind of like, bah, 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 you know? So then I just unblocked, like a chakra is sort of shaped like this with a round opening and then a round opening. So your throat chakra is like this, round opening in the front and a round opening in the back. So I kind of unblocked people's fifth chakra in the front and back extra, right here and right here, just so that when I kind of, you know, dinged it, it was like a nice tone, like dong, 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 dong. See, this is sort of dong, dong, dong. So I would just unblock the back just a little bit more. Dong, yeah, that's nicer. It's like dong, dong. So newbies, if you're not adventurous on that and that flipped you out, just breathe. It's okay. Like I said, you know. Okay, cool. So then, oh, and I also donged the shoulders. I was like dong, dong, dong. See my shoulders, they're a little, like in the back. They're a little too blocked, dong, dong. It's a little better. But if I unblock my shoulders more, they would make a better sound when I kind of dong, dong. Okay, so that's, you know, it's just intuition and kind of hearing, energy hearing. You just play with it. All right, so that's sort of all step 4. The seeking gold action, the shoulders, plus the donging and extra healing of the throat chakra, which is not in a video. Okay, so then now all that's next is really what's going to come in the next video. The part 2 video is ideal next step with deep thought, which is where we clear out energy blocks from the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So you're more likely to accomplish your ideal next step. And we did a little bit of enthusiasm healing and courage healing thrown in there for your ideal next step, just to help the heart chakra and the first chakra for enthusiasm and motivation and courage to do your ideal next step. So let's end this video with just an angel blessing and a healing. So, which is how we ended the healing. Go ahead and just with your mind, breathe deeply. With your body, breathe deeply, and then with your mind, ask your angels, you know, angels, can you give me a blessing and a healing, and can you bless my ability to take my ideal next step? That's nice. All right, well, great job, guys. I'm really glad you got to join me on this video, and if you participated in this healing set, you know, I want to thank you. I thank you in emails, but you know, maybe video feels more real. So thanks for joining in to this triplet set if you were a participant, and I enjoyed helping you guys out and watching you grow and learn, and thanks for the surveys. And of course, to everyone watching this video to learn, I think you're wonderful and awesome. And I guess that's it. So if you want, feel free to join me in the next video, which is linked at the end. Okay, bye.